Good evening, everyone. How is everybody doing? Welcome to the stream. It is January 13th, 2025. Welcome to the bottom of the barrel. And stalking already in the chat. First in. Hey, Nash. Hey, stalking. I am glad you stopped by. How the hell are you, buddy? How the hell are you doing? Oh man, what a day, what a day, what a day. And I can only say what a day, what a day, what a day, because I ain't do shit. Doggy says, I'm good, been busy. Yes, brother, I can tell you've been busy, my friend. And I hope it's all been good busy. I hope it's all been good busy. You know, sometimes there's bad busy, sometimes there's good busy. Or is that pussy? I can't remember. I'm sorry. I might be getting those mixed up. I apologize for that. As right off in the stream, I'm already starting with the profanity. That's not what we do here. We're clean. We're wholesome. This is family entertainment for everybody. We strive to do the best here. We strive to make it to where the youngest can watch and the oldest can watch, and they can all enjoy without that dirty, filthy devil talk. See, I'm just gonna have to, as soon as I'm done with this stream, I'm just gonna have to wash my mouth out with soap and punish myself for not being the wholesome, clean personality this community deserves. Hawkins says, and the criminally insane king can watch. I'm telling you, everybody gets involved. Look at that. All right, so tonight we're jumping back into LA Noire. We're just going to go ahead and clear out the Vice desk because this is when it's going to start getting juicy. This is really going to get nice and story driven. You know, things are going to be moving along. We've had our ups, and now we're about to hit our downs, and all of that stuff. Let me get this crap out of my eye. Sorry about that. And if you didn't catch it last stream, I played some more Black Noir. Made some progress. It was nice not getting my ass kicked constantly by a blue-headed baby. Giant blue-headed baby. So now that I've got things rolling on there, things are flowing, it's gonna be worth the watch. So that is, hey, it's this year's Liza P. I don't know if it'll take quite as long, but it's I'm definitely enjoying it for sure. All right, so let's get the plugs out of the way and then we can get started. Hey, don't forget to follow me on Kick, subscribe to me on Twitch, subscribe to me on youtube.com/@NashThunderclap. I'm on all the socials, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, also known as X, where you get all my updates. Everything is Nash Thunderclap. YouTube, don't forget, like, comment, subscribe, all of that stuff. It supposedly helps with this algorithm, or so I've been told. All right. So rumors going around, the word on the street, if you will. Little Birdie's been talking that supposedly this week, probably around the 16th of January, Nintendo is going to announce the Switch 2. A release date, 1st of March. That's the rumors. That's pretty almost on par with what they did with the first Switch. Announce it and then get it right out of there. Rumored games that they gonna launch. What was one of them? A rumored new 3D Mario game, Mario Kart 9, Red Dead Redemption 2. I even heard some sprinklings of the Halo Master Chief Collection. We will see. More to the rumor side of it is the announcement on Thursday is just going to go over the hardware, not the software. So they'll do the software at a later date. So here's what's going to happen. The day before, Nintendo will send out a tweet saying, we got something that we're going to announce Thursday. That's typically what they'll do. It's probably going to be a direct. If they do this, I will live stream it on YouTube. It's probably going to be like a 3-minute video or something really short. I'll spend 3 hours talking about it. No, not really. Probably go into it, go over the rumors, and then we'll watch it. We'll analyze it. And then if they say that we can go ahead and do pre-orders that day, take my ass over to GameStop and pre-order it. Why GameStop, you ask? Well, I mean, so I can put money down every other paycheck. I mean, I could just go ahead and pay for it and be done with it, but you know, scalpers will get a hold of it pretty quickly. And that's what I foresee, so you got to jump on this quick. Also, I know for a fact they ain't closing none of the damn GameStops around where I live, so my GameStops are safe for now. But I know they're closing those suckers left and right now, and they ain't telling anybody about that. I mean, because we got a lot of crap closing around right now. Big Lots is closing. Big Lots is closing. I can't think of anybody else that's closing. Big Lots is the only one that's coming to mind. So, yeah, we will have that going around. And then, yeah, pretty much. Yeah, that's it. That's about it. I didn't see anything else newsworthy other than just people talking about the delay in Assassin's Creed. I talked about that last stream, and the new policies from Square Enix. And you got people bitching about Marvel Rivals. Wah. There's nothing to bitch about. It is what the gamers wanted. All right, I'm looking real quick. Oh, there was a trailer today of a new game. I forget what it was called, but it's from the director of Witcher 3. And don't let anybody tell you any differently when it comes to the team that's working on Witcher 4. All the people that contributed to 3, they left, formed their own studio, which is not surprising.
Wow, what a waste. The poor children.
Okay, so Carl said it exactly right there. Oh, the poor children. Who cares about your video game? I'm sorry about your video game. It's something to talk about. All right. Let's get it going. Back to Cole. Ice desk. Next three cases. We're doing this and we're making time for it. Oh, it's the setup. Exquisite parking job, Cole.
You like the fight game, Phelps? I did a little boxing in the Marines. I found it a pretty humbling experience.
Fix you a sandwich, buddy? Corned beef and egg salad, 12 cents. Bologna and ham and cheese, 10.
Gross. Why would you want to eat a sandwich like that in a boxing
You'll
arena?
like this fight, though. A plucky limey's about to take a beating from an up-and-coming Negro. You sound pretty sure about the result. I ought to be. I got $50 on the black kid.
And then Muhammad Ali was discovered. And EA is really slacking on Fight Night. Whoa, damn! Shit, they're throwing shit in the ring. This isn't ECW.
That son of a bitch Hammond made a run for his dressing room. Let's find out what's going on.
God damn you, Albert! You get out here right now!
Step back! LAPD! What's going on?
That son of a bitch Hammond has jammed the door.
And who are you?
Carlo Arcaro, I'm his manager.
I'm his trainer.
Interesting attitude to have towards a victorious athlete.
Victorious? We had an arrangement. We had a goddamn arrangement!
That limey bastard was paid to take a nap. He reneged. And you were out of pocket? Damn right. Me and a couple hundred other people. Stand aside.
Couldn't do that before,
He
huh,
squeezed
manager?
out the window. I'll put an APB out on him. Why would we do that? He won the fight fair and square. To prevent him from getting clipped. He was paid to flop. There was big money riding on this
So are we
fight.
here because you lost money or because we're investigating a prize fighting racket?
Very funny. Look around and see what you can find. Which is Hammond's locker?
Over by the pinboard, second from the end.
That's a weird looking cooking mitt.
Don't think this is any use to us.
Well, but I got to read the paper first.
You look troubled.
I'm in a jam, Doctor.
No, it looks
Can I
like you're in
help,
my
Kid?
room.
Is it money?
No, Doctor. That's okay. Do I have your professional confidence?
Whatever you say, we'll never leave this room.
Unless I tell my wife during intimate hours.
I talked some of the guys in my old unit into doing something, and it's gone wrong. I guess I did it for the wrong reasons, for short-term gain. We came home from China. on the
China.
Coal Ridge.
The morphine robbery.
That was us. I thought I could get the guys a fair share. Some sort of benefit for the sacrifices that they made in the war.
Gotta make
Those
sure
guys
that empty
deserve it,
hallway ain't
Doc.
listening to our
I'm
conversation.
Sure they do, Courtney. But the deserving aren't always rewarded.
Tell me about it, Doc. We shifted our stuff onto this mob-connected guy, and it's been turning up all over town. It wasn't meant to be like this.
The presumption was rather naive, Courtney.
I know that now, Doctor. But people are dying.
Might I venture a few questions?
Sure.
Do your underworld contacts have all the morphine?
How do I look
they
in
don't.
his hair
We doled
turtleneck?
it out, hoping we could control it.
Are they pressing you for further allocation?
That's the polite way of putting it, Doctor.
I may be able to help you, Courtney.
Thanks, Doc. It helps just to talk about it.
I mean, I have a solution that will help you financially and salve your conscience.
I'm all ears, Doctor.
I will transact to take all the narcotic off your hands, and you can rest assured that it will all be medically administered. I will use the funds that I no longer require for the purchase of medication and invest them in housing developments.
Housing?
The developments in question are housing projects for former servicemen. Your return will come from the sale of the properties, and your investment will benefit those that you care for most. Does this arrangement meet with your approval?
You're a magician, Doctor.
That's right. You could trust me, son, because I'm Southern. Southerners don't lie, my boy. Now, just let me look out the window. Make sure them chickens is eating all them seeds. No, no, not again, not again, not again. I hit the wrong button.
You look troubled.
Not again. Nope.
I'm in a jam, Doctor.
Can I help, Courtney? Is it money?
Oh
No,
my God, we gotta watch this again.
That's okay.
If not, we gotta start the whole mess all over again.
Do I have your professional confidence?
Whatever you say will never leave this room.
I talked some of the guys in my old unit into doing something, and it's gone wrong. I guess I did it for the wrong reasons, for short-term gain.
You never look for short term. You always go long term.
On the cool bridge.
Yeah, look at the big picture.
The morphine robbery.
That was us. I thought I could get the guys a fair share. Some sort of benefit for the sacrifices that they made in the war. Those guys deserve it, Doctor.
Oh, I'm sure they do, Courtney. But the deserving aren't always rewarded.
Tell me about it, Doc. We shifted our stuff onto this mob-connected guy, and it's been turning up all over town. It wasn't meant to be like this.
The presumption was rather naive, Courtney.
I know that now, Doctor. But people are dying.
Might I venture a few questions?
Sure.
Do your underworld contacts have all the morphine?
No, they don't. We doled it out, hoping we could control it.
Are they pressing you for further allocation?
That's the polite way of putting it, Doctor.
I may be able to help you, Courtney.
Thanks, Doc. It helps just to talk about it.
I mean, I have a solution that will help you financially and salve your conscience.
I'm all ears, Doctor.
So this little mistake
I will
just probably set me
transact to
back
take
5
all
minutes.
the narcotic off your hands, and you can rest assured that it will all be medically administered. I will use the funds that I no longer require for the purchase of medication and invest them in housing developments.
Housing?
The developments in question are housing projects for former servicemen. Your return will come from the sale of the properties, and your investment will benefit those that you care for most. Does this arrangement meet with your approval?
You're a magician, Doctor.
You're a goddamn magician. All right. All right, put it down, put it down. Let's not go through that again.
There's a phone number we can run by R&I, plus a bunch of names and odds. You're not the only one who likes a flutter, Roy.
Phone, get that phone. That phone.
You better find that cocksucker and you bring him to me.
I feel bad too, Mickey. He guaranteed me he would take the flop.
I guarantee that you will be fish food if you don't bring me... Roy, you out of pocket too?
Mickey, seems that way.
Don't worry about it. My boys are out looking for him.
Well, you'd better call them off. This is a police matter now. If anything happens to Hammond, I'll testify that you made threats against him.
Who's the Greyhound? He's a frisky one, isn't he?
Cole Phelps, Mickey Cohen.
I know who he is, Roy. I, met his brother-in-law.
Hey, wait. You were going for the
I
phone.
think you had the mixture pretty scared back there.
Operator, message for KGPL.
Putting you through now.
Phelps, badge 1247.
How could I help, Detective?
I need an address for the following phone number. AL345.
The address for the phone number is the Hotel El Mar, 6294 Leland Way, Hollywood.
Thanks for your help. You know the place?
Flop house. Quarter a night, no questions asked.
Damn, quarter a night. That's a steal. All right. Let's take. Yeah, I don't feel like it. Those could be connected vehicles. You get what I'm saying?
You're behind the wheel. You seem to have a pretty cozy relationship with Cohen and Stompanato.
Do I note a hint of reprimand in your tone, Detective? Talking to gangsters comes with the turf. You should try out Mickey's place. He's got a haberdasher's up on Sunset. See if he can get you out of those old man's clothes that you slink around in.
Oh, you mean my police uniform?
It's a front for his illegal activities.
It is that, but he does carry some very sharp suits.
If it's okay with you, I'll stick with Brooks Brothers.
Does Brooks Brothers make police uniforms? Hot water with cheap rates.
Yeah, what do you want?
LAPD. We're making inquiries into the whereabouts of an Albert Hammond.
No one here by that name.
You sure?
Sure, I'm sure. This isn't the sort of place where people use their real names. Take a look at the register if you don't believe me.
The women don't find you handsome, they should at least find you handy.
Okay, so look for prominent Tommies. That should narrow it down.
Orson Welles, Glenn Ford.
Fuck you! I swear, this town is going straight to hell.
Winston Churchill.
You got a problem, pal?
A very patriotic Englishman is staying in room 207.
The old bulldog. Even at a flop house, Adley can't get out from his shadow.
Oh, right there. It was right in front of us.
Come on, you can tell me.
Door's unlocked.
Well, no shit. I just walked in.
Looks like he's had a broad up here.
And supplies.
Another window exit. Must have just missed him.
Instaheat. Adrian Black's product of choice. Seems like a lifetime ago.
Candy has expensive taste. Albert has his work cut out for him.
Who's Candy?
Candy Edwards, the lady who fell. It's still warm.
All right, let's go after his girl. See if that gets us any closer.
He must be heading home. You know, I hope he makes it.
That crooked son of a bitch? No chance.
Ooh, chocolates for me?
Does Albert have somebody special? I didn't see anyone in his corner at the fight.
Damn. Got all the good ones.
I guess a fighter has plenty of time on his hands between bouts.
Probably nothing.
Oh, they got to clean that damn sink.
Gives us an angle if he has a real love interest. Looks like Albert has been doing some homework. 11 grand would be a nice little nest egg.
Now, what a time where 11 grand would actually mean something.
All right, let's go after his girl. See if that gets us any closer.
You got a problem, pal? The women don't find you handsome, they should at least find you handy. Hey! Fuck you!
Wait, who said that?
I swear, this town is going straight to hell.
You better scooch.
You know the way. You can drive.
So, you boxed in the Marines?
We all did. Standard training.
I can't imagine you ever played dirty.
The only prize for taking a fall was 1,000 push-ups.
We need to know which room is Candy's.
LAPD, ma'am. We're looking for Candy Edwards.
Apartment 7. You take the outside stairs by the parking lot and turn left at the top. You friends of the Italian guy?
Italian guy?
Yeah. Sleazy type? Gave his name as Carlo. I didn't like the look of him, but Candy has some funny friends.
Thanks.
This Candy broad must be as sweet as she sounds.
Hey, weren't
All
you
the
at the other
gentlemen
hotel?
callers.
I know that face.
Yeah, I know yours
The guy that
too.
busted all those Negro drug pushers last week.
Hey, none of that. None of that. None of that. King's in the chat. What's up, King?
Sounds like we're missing all the fun.
National
Get in
Art
there,
getting
Phelps.
cussed out by
Now tell me where he is
NPCs.
before
Yep.
I cut you.
I told you I haven't seen him.
Oh, damn!
Like hitting women, do you? This isn't gonna end well for you, friend.
All right. If you really want to dance.
Oh, right on her, too. That was not very, that wasn't serving the public trust very well.
Out cold, but breathing. Give her a minute and take a look around.
Nasty weapon.
All the Italians carry them. A real man uses his fists or a gun.
Carlo here seems to have the same friends as Hammond. What are the odds on them all being bookmakers? Single ticket, one way. I guess there isn't a lot for Albert in Ohio. Take a seat, Miss Edwards. We have some questions for you to answer.
Look, I haven't done anything wrong.
Ever? I find that pretty hard to believe.
Can you answer some questions now, Miss Edwards?
Sure, I've had worse. I'll shake it off.
I've had worse. I'll shake it off.
We're trying
shake
to track
it
down
off.
Albert
shake
Hammond.
It off.
We have reason to believe he might be in danger. Do you know where he is?
No, I don't. I'm over Albert. I haven't seen him.
I don't believe you.
You're lying, Candy. You were in his hotel room. He came back after the fight and you weren't there. What happened?
You can't prove that I was in the room.
Magazine coupon.
How do you think we found you, Candy? You wrote your name and address on a coupon.
Look, Albert was supposed to take a fall. We were all supposed to make a little money out of it. But Albert got too goddamn stubborn. Said his pride was all he had left. So I told him, shove it. Let's see his pride keep him warm at night.
So you walked out before the fight?
Yes, I did. What's the problem? I didn't take anything.
Do the names Harry, Mervyn, or Ray mean anything to you?
Could be anybody. How the hell would I know?
Yeah, you got a little saucy there.
They're bookmakers, aren't they? Tell me the truth.
How the hell would I know?
Albert wrote his winnings down on a notepad in the hotel room. We found the odds in his locker. Who has the betting slips?
That son of a bitch, Albert. Everyone thought he was dumb, including me. But he beat them all.
You're leaving town, Miss Edwards?
Yes, I'm going straight home.
Yeah, I don't believe it with that head tilt.
Albert is going home by boat as soon as he collects his winnings. I know you're going to meet him.
Albert is going to collect nothing. He'll be lucky if he can get out of town in one piece.
How will you fare any better? They already believe you're in on it.
Hell, I know you're in on it.
You can think what you want, Buster. I'll take my chances. I got a few errands to run, and then I say adios to this dump.
Do you want to press charges against Arcaro?
Just get him out of here. That's all I want.
Get out, Carlo, you hump. And get rid of that pig sticker. You ever pull that thing on me, I'll shoot you like a dog.
That bitch knows where Hammond is. She knows where my money's gone.
My money too, tough guy. I'll handle this.
Good luck, Miss Edwards. I hope things work out for you.
Thank you. It's very kind of you to say so.
Bad people are looking to hurt Candy, and yet she's not heading straight for the train station? I smell a payoff. I say stake her out. See where she goes.
Yeah, not making it too obvious with the
Tail this
with
broad.
the
Don't let
top
her get
down.
away, but don't get spotted. I'll bring up the car behind you.
Yeah, I won't be noticed. Hey, weren't you that cop from last night? Keep a safe distance. Oh, Jesus.
Tail this broad. Don't let her get away, but don't get spotted. I'll bring up the car behind you.
Isn't it convenient that there's always a newspaper nearby when you need one? Yeah, just ignore me. I'm just the man behind the blue car. Hey, lady, you know there's some cop following you, right? Hey, pal, what are you doing sneaking behind my car? Shit, that means I gotta start that shit all over again. Fuck. Oh, whoo. Right here. King says, damn, Nash, beating up the weak and woman. No, none of that over here, King. And And so, did you have a good day, National Rambler? Other than it was just really kind of slow today at work, uneventful, and just basically trying to get things set up for when I take the middle of next week off. It's just usual Monday. Paperwork, paperwork, paperwork.
Where's your manners?
I have no manners. This is gonna be a toughie. I'll stand here by this penis-shaped traffic thing.
Bookmakers?
Yes. Surprise, surprise. A blonde woman just came in.
I heard
here.
he's an honest cop.
She went out the back way. Said she was being watched.
How much did she collect?
$3,600. She cleaned me out.
On the Hammond Kid Galahad fight?
You got it. I'm not complaining. We all made a lot of money on that one. Huge plunge on Galahad, and then Hammond knocks the bum out.
So she collected the money and went out through the back door?
Nope. She made a phone call over there, wrote something on a notepad, and then left.
Thanks, Spanky.
What are you doing?
An old intelligence trick from the Marines. We know where she's headed. Let's get moving.
Location, drugstore. I got a headache.
Can you drive to this one? Hammond backed himself to win.
And Candy is picking up the winnings. Smart play.
The question is Candy collecting on Albert's behalf, or is she cheating him too?
Car 11K, 11 King. Further to your request, Bunko Fraud has 3 known bookmakers operating out of storefronts in the Hollywood area. Thrifty Liquor, 6106 Santa Monica, the Examiner Drugstore, and a Max Spirits at 1658 North Cherokee. KGPL clear.
Was us, fellas.
Detectives Phelps and Earl, LAPD.
Relax, Cole. You just have a blonde in here, Mervyn?
Sure did. I'm just about to close up. She took me to the cleaners. 4,000 clams and change.
How long ago did she leave?
Maybe 5 minutes. Called a cab. Asked for a number. I told her there was a card over there by the phone.
Yellow cab. We need to get after her, fast. Operator, give me dispatch.
Putting you through now.
Can you connect me to the Yellow Cab Company? Hollywood 2187, please. This is Detective Phelps, LAPD. You dispatched a cab to 1487 Ivar Avenue, Hollywood.
Oh,
Yes, sir. Send one round from the pool.
Do you have the number of that cab?
Number 179.
Thanks.
We're done playing around. Get Mervyn to give us an address on Ray's place.
Help me out.
We're done playing around. Get Mervyn to give us an address on Ray's place.
You have any idea who Ray is?
Sugar Ray.
Not now, Mervyn. Cole doesn't have much of a sense of humor at the best of times.
Ray runs a shop up on North Cherokee Avenue, just south of Hollywood Boulevard.
all right.
You drive. I need to go over the case notes.
This broad's planning on cleaning out every bookmaker in town.
Yeah, it
Hammond
sounds
needed
like
to
it,
make
don't
sure
it?
he was getting a bigger payday than if he'd taken the flop. Never trust the limeys, especially where a fight's concerned. A mistake we can't seem to stop making.
That's the cab waiting up ahead. She's not in the car. Don't get too close.
She must be inside.
We're on the move again, Cole. After her. Don't lose that cab. Hammond is over the hill. He's a punching bag for the up-and-comers. She knows his goddamn place.
I think he knows. I think he worked out the place isn't L.A.
He's punchy. His brain's going to mush. Winston Churchill? Give me a break.
Churchill is a fighter, Roy. Hammond didn't just scribble down the first name he could think of.
Yeah, this works out perfectly. Go into traffic.
God damn it. Everyone's looking at us, Cole.
Hammond is full of himself, being this sure he was gonna win.
Damn it, we got pink. He's off, quick.
If these people knew how to drive in LA, I wouldn't have this kind of problem. Flashing your lights at me, you jerk. Didn't you realize this is a undercover cop vehicle?
That bitch is giving me what I'm owed. That's all I know.
Man, I swear to God, every light I get to is fucking red, and the fucking game does this shit on purpose.
Pull over. She's heading inside. I think I just saw Hammond. I'll tail him. You get in there and stay with Candy. Make sure you don't let her see you.
Hey, don't mind me.
Well, you don't see that every day. You lousy bastard. That's the guy. I heard he's an honest cop.
Oh, come on. Oh, while you were taking the number 2?
He said...
Just try and sit still, Candy. Who shot you? Was it Albert?
Car.
They're on the way. I have a patrolman searching the depot. The chief's putting together a manhunt for Hammond. He got the money, right?
Looks like it.
A tough bird, our limey friend. Using his girlfriend as the bag woman and then getting greedy over the split. He won't make it out of town.
That's how you see it?
I told you that cocksucker was a crook.
.32 caliber. One shot fired. The Egyptian Theater.
So, what now? The theater, I guess. We don't have much else to go on.
Yeah, the mess is in there, boys. Fuck, Roy, why'd you park all the way up here?
You can drive.
Poor girl. She didn't deserve that.
Poor girl. Half the precinct aren't taking a vacation this year because of her. You need to leave town a lot quicker than that if you decide to screw over Mickey C. This seems like a long shot. Aren't they all?
Car 11 King.
Message from the coroner. The cause of death was a knife wound. Repeat, a knife wound. Revolver appears to have belonged to the victim.
Son of a
KGB all
bitch.
clear.
He stabbed her.
I thought you said real men use their fists, not guns.
That guinea cocksucker. You think he got the money too?
Come on, Roy. We're bringing this whole tragedy to its conclusion.
Oh, well, I guess I'm going with my revolver.
Why'd you kill her, Carlo? Your gripe was with me.
She was collecting the money for you. Mickey made it clear it was either me or you, and I intend to keep on living.
She stole those betting slips. She was running out on me.
And you were gonna let her?
No, I let her collect. I set her up, just like she set me up. Just like my manager set me up. Everyone wanted me to take a dive. Everyone wanted me to take the short money. It's for the best kid.
You were washed up, kid! You couldn't climb, and you were too brave to sink. You were going nowhere!
Maybe, but I had heart. I was a Royal Marine, Carlo. If I lost a fight, it wasn't for lack of trying, and it wasn't for lack of courage. I didn't have much, but I had that.
I did it for you, and that's how you repay me!
You did it for yourself, so did little boy. You did it to make a quick buck, and Candy did it to make her dream come true.
Blah, blah, blah. I've got the money. All I need to do is get rid of you. It's gonna be a shame, kid, but that's business.
I mean, see him right there, right?
We've heard enough, Arcaro. Put down your weapon.
You're making a big mistake, Arcaro.
Wide open here.
Oh, fuck. I didn't expect there to be more of them.
Find some cover. Give me some goddamn cover. Stay in cover.
Oh, it's Roy. Oh, did you get him?
You're clear, go! You're covered, Phelps. Move, I got you. Take cover, you lunatic.
What the hell are you shooting at?
You're clear, go! You're covered, Phelps.
Kill a cop, and it's the electric chair.
Are you trying to get yourself killed? Move, I got you. Clear, go!
Blanked him. That's what I did. I flanked him. Do you like my magic trick? I turned that shotgun back into my pistol.
It's time to come out now, Hammond. Put the gun down, Roy.
That son of a bitch owes me a lot of money.
Catch. Iskanya sails from New York, Hammond. Be on the next train and don't ever come back.
Why?
Because I was a Marine and I once lacked courage. Everyone deserves a second chance. Now beat it.
Fuck you! That English prick is getting away with my money, Phelps!
Donnelly and the homicide squad send their best, Phelps. They're more than pleased that you wrapped up the Edwards killing. They're a little mystified about the motive. You have any ideas on that?
Crime of passion, sir. Looks like some sort of love triangle between the manager, the fighter, and his girlfriend.
No sign of the scrapper?
No, sir. Looks like he left town after the fight.
Okay. It's homicide's problem now. Good work, gentlemen.
Yeah, it's not like he trusts that outcome. Albert Hammond sails for England after inexplicitly vanishing from police custody. Fun. No naked city.
187 at 5810 Murata Avenue. Homicide wants you over there. The coroner thinks the broad was whacked using the army morphine. Don't say anything, Roy. Just get over there.
What's with that getup of yours, anyway? I should start introducing us as Detective Earl, and this is my science teacher, Mr. Phelps.
Your interest in my appearance is starting to get me worrying.
Like it or not, we're a dysfunctional couple now. People judge me with you on my arm same way they would a fat broad with a 5 o'clock shadow.
I really hope you're joking, Roy.
I say we bust in there and find the goddamn.
You're behind the wheel. Seem distracted.
We recovered the morphine. Some of it might be unaccounted for, so what? That's life. We did our job.
Closing one case opens another.
Do you have any idea what is really going on while we're wasting our time following this stuff?
Are you going to tell me?
The deals being done right now will change the face of LA forever, and we're wasting our time on some hump.
Someone's little girl.
Visit the morgue at the end of the month when the John and Jane Does are cremated. Their percentages. The odds for and against lightning striking.
Very cold. Very, very cold. Oh, is it prank time? Oh, it's gonna be prank time.
Second floor, apartment 6, in the back.
Thanks. Bukowski, you made homicide.
That I did. Good to see you, Phelps.
You two want a hug? Or can we get on with it?
Relax, Rusty.
26 years old, fashion model. Found in the tub by the cleaning lady, Mrs. Reynoldson. She called it in.
We heard Carruthers thinks...
Carruthers likes to make work for people. Overdose of sleeping pills. Falls asleep in the tub. Rest in peace. Case closed.
Here, here. Mal is 100% that it's murder.
Do you mind if I take a look around?
Sure. Go right ahead.
This is all top end of town stuff. Gives us somewhere to look. There's been a modeling assignment. It's a place to start.
It's definitely a place to start. I guess. I don't know. I'm not the detective. Just playing the game of a detective.
Beautiful girl. Clothes certainly aren't from the Sears catalog.
Oh, no. Pick that back up again.
Phelps?
Looks like barbiturates. Quality English smoking jacket. I don't know anyone under 45 who would wear one.
Don't think this is anything.
Nope, that's not important. Yeah, I don't think that's important either. All right, I'll in here now.
Val, we've had a look around. Rusty thinks it's a waste of time. What's your theory?
Come on, Mal. Tell us why we were dragged down here.
If the victim was alive when she entered the tub, water would have entered her lungs. The water is violently churned in the windpipe as she drowns. The result is that a lot of foam is generated. This foam is found at the mouth and nostrils in almost all cases of real drowning. Notice anything about our Vic?
May I took a look?
Be my guest.
All right, Phelps, but don't get too handsy. There's a reason why we got a towel on her.
Take a closer look at her head and neck.
Her neck is bruised pretty badly. Bruising on the forearms, and these look like bite marks.
Very good.
Very unusual ring.
I could be wrong, but it looks like a black sapphire. The eyes are a classic sign of morphine, and the bruises tell their own story. I think one man held her down and another held her arm and injected her, and put her in the bath to try to cover it as a drowning.
And spread a trail of barbiturates.
Take a look around outside on your way out and see if you can find the syrettes. It would make my theory.
And morphine would have been very quick, and there wouldn't have been much of a struggle.
Okay, so find two guys who recently bought syrettes and weren't junkies, and you might be onto something.
You just taking pictures of the floor. Get out of my way, you jackass.
And then she just drifted off.
I don't know. Miss Julie, she always had so much pride.
I was just here. Really? Down there?
Mal will be pleased.
Well, that's hardly conclusive, given the number of those things we've come across recently.
The autopsy will confirm it one way or another.
Yep. Back to this. Back to making some noise. Sorry, I screwed up your shot.
Barbiturates. What else is rattling around in this thing? We should speak to a doctor. Prescribing both drugs would make her life a roller coaster.
Hey, I found all the drugs.
I'm Detective Phelps. I'm here to try and help Julia. Do you mind answering some questions?
Virginia Reynoldson, I'm just so shocked. I feel like there's something I should be doing, someone I should call.
We can make those calls, ma'am. Who needs to be notified?
That's just it. I don't know. Miss Julie doesn't have any family in town. Someone has to set her affairs in order. Mr. Henderson, maybe? Who else is there? I don't know.
If you give the details to the other detectives, ma'am, they can try and get in contact. Was Miss Randall depressed about something? Upset?
No more than normal.
Yep. Don't trust her.
What are you hiding here, Mrs. Reynoldson? Julia was obviously disturbed about something.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Hey, maybe the sleeping pills?
She was taking barbiturates. She couldn't sleep. You must have seen them in her room.
You've seen the pillbox, the things she hid in there. I don't know how she supported herself. Always new clothes and jewelry. She lived like a movie star. A princess.
Probably on that casting couch quite a
Does
bit.
modeling really pay that well?
Did Miss Randall have many friends visit?
I'm not sure. I only come around twice a week.
Yeah, just look at the floor. Look at the floor.
Why are you lying to me, Mrs. Reynoldson? Julia had men stay here.
I will not speak ill of the dead. You can't prove that.
Oh, I can prove that with a smoking jacket.
Who owns the smoking jacket?
I wouldn't like to tell tales, you understand. That's Mr. Henderson's. An older man, very distinguished looking. He seemed very much in love with her.
Where would we find him?
I'm sorry. I don't know. He said he lives in San Francisco.
What was it like working for Miss Randall?
Perfectly fine, officer.
Right off the bat.
Mrs. Reynoldson, it seems like there's something you want to tell me.
She was very high-strung. Lovely one moment and screaming at you the next. She wanted it all, and she wanted it damn quick. Of course, being so beautiful, it seemed like she was going to get it.
Well, you gotta act
turned out,
fast
though,
to get all that stuff, or your looks are gonna fade.
Thanks, Mrs. Reynoldson. You've been very helpful. One of the other detectives will take your statement, and then you can go home.
I think our work is done here.
Stefan, Rusty, we'll take a look around outside and then follow up these leads. Can you get some guys to run down the jacket?
You think Carruthers has called it right?
He rarely gets it wrong.
I don't know. I'm with Galloway. I've met enough girls in my time who can't handle their dope.
Let's see. Let's go to the doctor's office. Jeez, where's the coroners? Oh man, bastard hid it from us. Ah, he hid it from us. Well played. Well played.
Are you drunk, mister? Or are
You know the
just
way.
cracked?
You can drive.
Did he just accuse me of drinking on the job? How dare he? I am a honest cop. I mean, for now.
Bukowski, Galloway, quite the little reunion in there. Almost brought a tear to my eye.
They're good police.
How would you know? You got promoted so fast you barely had time to learn their names. Let me fill you in. Bukowski's a pushover. Galloway's a drunk.
You could learn a thing or two from both of them.
Please. They couldn't work a vice case if their life depended on it.
I don't see why they'd be any better or worse at it than me.
I noticed you said better. Hubris disguised as humility. Kind of your trademark, don't you think?
Why do you always twist everything? Galloway's got nothing to prove. He's been on homicide for years.
And he's welcome to it. You're a terrier, Phelps, and that's what I need. Not some old bulldog who can't get up a flight of stairs without coughing up his lunch.
He's talking shit about his partners. Oh, that's kind of ironic that it says that. I mean, current times and whatnot.
Here, Stoneman, office 505.
Take the elevator. There we go.
I swear, if we locked up every doctor in this town, Vice would be able to work half days.
A nice office.
Yes, sir, your name?
LAPD. We'd like to see Dr. Stoneman.
Dr. Stoneman is with a patient. Would you like to wait?
No, we wouldn't. Tell him we want to see him now.
There's no need to be rude.
Save it, sister.
Dr. Stoneman, I have some gentlemen from the LAPD here to see you.
Send them in, please. I'll see this patient again after they've left.
Dr. Stoneman, we are investigating the death of one of your patients, Julia Randall.
I'm very sorry to hear that.
Do you mind if we ask you some questions about Ms. Randall?
Not if it doesn't compromise doctor-patient privilege, Detective.
How well did you know Miss Randall?
Barely at all. She'd only been a patient 6 months or so.
Mm-hmm.
Julia Randall has been your patient for nearly a year. I'm sure you know that.
Do you doubt my veracity, Detective? Do you have access to my patient records?
Prescription.
Your prescriptions contradict you, Doctor.
Miss Randall was in the fashion business, as you probably know. She was jumped up on Benzedrine by day and knocked down by sleeping pills at night. I told her to slow up, but no. Life was too short for her.
And you supplied the prescription for the Benzedrine.
It's not illegal, Detective. A lot of young women in her line of work use it for weight loss.
You wrote Julia Randall a prescription for Benzedrine. How can you account for that?
Miss Randall was in the fashion business. She wanted to control her weight.
You're gonna stick with that, huh?
Benzedrine is addictive, as I'm sure you know, Doctor.
As I warned her, but she was determined. She said she needed it to control her appetite.
Sounds like you knew her pretty well.
I knew the line of work she was involved in.
That'll be all for now, Dr. Stoneman. We'll be in touch.
Yeah, we'll find out who killed Fatty in your words, because that's what you called her, Fatty. Terrible doctor. Yeah, you can go back in there and yep, protect your booty holes.
The old boy is lying.
About what?
I don't know. He looked relieved when you said she was dead. That's a strange reaction to have to the death of a young patient.
Can you drive to this one?
Yeah, can you please drive to this one?
Have you noticed how Croakers only pull out the physician-patient privilege card when they got something to hide?
There are certain things people have a right to keep private.
Until it gets in the way of police work. And it's only private when it suits them. A couple of drinks and every doctor I've met will spill your darkest secrets in a heartbeat.
The asinine dress store. Yeah, this got ass in it.
Well, hello. What can I help you with today?
LAPD, ma'am.
I hope I haven't done anything wrong.
No, ma'am. We're making some inquiries about Julia Randall. Does she work here?
No, I had to let her go. Is she in some sort of trouble?
She was found dead this morning. How long had Julia worked as a model?
Well, she worked in New York before coming here. She was a very beautiful girl.
Good cop.
Could you tell us why you let Miss Randall go?
Husbands sometimes come in here with their wives. When Julia Randall modeled, the husbands were often more interested in her than they were their wives' dresses. The wives weren't happy, and neither was I.
Did she have any close friends here?
Actually, yes. Heather Swanson. Would you like to speak with her?
I'd like that very much. Please don't inform her about Miss Randall's death.
Very well, officer. Heather, these gentlemen are from the LAPD.
I'm Detective Phelps. This is Detective Earl. I understand that you worked with Julia Randall, Miss Swanson?
Yes. Julia helped me get my job here. She's not in any kind of trouble, is she?
She's a hellraiser, isn't she? Lives a fast life.
Oh, no. Maybe Mrs. Stanley would call her that, but I wouldn't. She's full of life, wonderful company.
That's a lovely engagement ring.
Do you like it? Henry gave it to me.
I'm very interested in engagement rings. Do you mind if I take a closer look?
I don't know. You guys seem like you're going to run off with it.
That's some pearl, Miss Swanson. Would have cost Henry a fortune. He must really love you. How did you meet Julia?
I was introduced through my fiancé, Henry Arnett.
She seems innocent enough.
Henry is your beau. Tell us about it.
Yes, he is. Henry has a fashion business. He and Julia have been friends for years.
Are Miss Randall and Mr. Henderson engaged?
Who's he?
She was wearing a sapphire engagement ring. Someone must have given it to her.
She never mentioned a man named Henderson to me.
That's all for now, Miss Swanson. Could you ask your fiancé to visit Hollywood Police Station? It would be very helpful to our inquiry.
Now, wait a moment. I don't think I'll pass on that message until you tell me why you're asking all these questions.
Julia Randall was found dead this morning.
What? Oh, no. Oh, I can't believe it. She was so full of life.
You drive. I need to go over the case notes.
All right, where to?
Oh, well, maybe if I would look at the map and see that I had to make a phone call, I would have figured that out.
Cole Phelps, badge 1247.
How can I help, Detective?
Any messages?
Yes, Detective. The coroner's been asking to speak to you. I can connect the call if you like.
Please, thank you. Al?
Cole, can you get over here? I just finished the autopsy.
Sure thing, Mal. We'll be right over.
Now we're going to the morgue. Okay.
You can drive.
Nice move not telling old Sweet Lips in there about her friend taking the big jump till we were half out the door. Very slick.
I figured we'd get more out of her that way.
You're learning, Phelps. We'll make a vice cop out of you yet.
Hey, let's sneak up on them and scare them. Make them think make them think ghosts have come back to haunt them because he autopsied them wrong.
Cole, Roy, I have some information for you.
You're the only person enjoying this, Mal. Get on with it.
The bruising confirms 2 sets of hands, so we have 2 killers. Death was caused by heart failure due to an overdose of morphine.
Have you dragged us down here to gloat? We already heard your theory.
We agree that she was murdered.
Yes, of course.
I have something else to show you.
All right, Mal, what gives?
The dead guy's name is Jimmy LeBlanc, career burglar. He came in this morning. Someone stove his head in with a lump of 2x4.
So what? Good riddance.
I found 2 cigarettes in his jacket pocket.
Wow.
Hang on a minute, Roy. We're listening, Mal.
No sign of morphine use and no metabolized morphine in his blood. Scratch marks on his face.
Which could be from getting his head remodeled.
Time of death, Mal.
Maybe an hour or 2 after the Randall girl.
So you're saying Laughing Boy here could be one of our killers? That's a hell of a long shot.
Thanks, Mal. We'll check it out.
I found something else.
Oof. Got roughed up pretty gnarly. You could at least close her eyes.
Sorry, I don't play.
I don't know if it's significant. His wallet was empty. The only other things he was carrying were the harmonica and the morphine. Carruthers. Yeah, he's here. I'll send him over. They have a guy called Henry Arnett in interview 2 for you next door. Let me know how you get on.
Sure, Mal. And thanks for the lead.
Sure, Mal. Thanks for the lead.
Somebody's a little prick.
Arnett is in interview 2, Phelps. Go help him get whatever it is off his chest.
Mr. Arnett, I'm Detective Phelps. This is Detective Earl. Thanks for coming in.
Call me Henry. It's the least I can.
Cavill?
Terrible news about you.
Henry Cavill?
How well did you know Julia Randall?
Vaguely. I'm in the clothing business, and Julia occasionally modeled for me.
I don't believe you.
He's asking whether you banged her in a chuck-on-the-shoulder fraternity kind of way.
I'm engaged to be married. It wouldn't be
Classy.
polite.
Answer the question.
This will remain private. Heather won't have to know. Yes. We had relations.
Miss Randall's landlady said she was seeing an older man.
Could have been. I wasn't privy to all the details of Julia's private life.
Yeah, just look away so I can
Henry,
accuse you.
I don't like when people lie to me. She was seeing a man named Henderson. You know who I'm talking about.
Easy on, Detective. I may have heard of Henderson, but I don't know his full name. I think he's from New York or someplace back east.
Yes.
That's funny. Julia told her cleaning lady that he lived in San Francisco.
Okay, you got me. I don't know where he's from. Julia wanted money. She always wanted money. She thought she could get something from this guy.
She was wearing a distinctive engagement ring. You think she might have convinced him to buy it for her?
Maybe he did, yeah. Maybe he and Julia were getting serious.
Ever heard of a Jimmy LeBlanc?
No. Should I have? Is he an entertainer or something?
Trying to think, how am I going to get out of this one? I know who he's talking about.
So you wouldn't have any reason to believe that LeBlanc would be involved in Julie Randall's murder?
If this guy is a criminal, he might have been involved. But like I said, I've never heard of this LeBlanc character.
Heather told us that you were in fashion.
That's right.
I say we bust in there and find the goddamn thing.
Some kind of traveling salesman?
Once I got out of the Corps, I used my...
You were in the Marines?
Sure. I'm proud of it. The Fighting Sixth.
You were in the 6th Marines?
Yes. I was a captain.
Which company?
Various companies. We had a lot of casualties.
Which engagements?
Okinawa. A couple of other places.
That's full of shit.
That will be all for now, Henry. You've been very helpful.
That son of a bitch was never in the Marines. Why'd you let him off the hook?
Because we're giving him a couple of minutes before we start tailing him. Arnett is an amateur. We need to find out who killed the girl. Can you pass this on to Bukowski? Have him check the place out and go through his records.
Sure, I'll pass it on.
Thanks. Can you also have R&I run the records on a Jimmy LeBlanc and find out who was his last arresting officer? Have them get in touch via KGPL when they have some information.
He's in that car at the lights.
He was squirming like a worm in there. Don't you love it when they pull the war hero excuse? Actually, maybe you don't.
Now would be a bad time to forget how to drive.
I'd have expected a cad like Arnett to be a better liar.
Well, we don't expect everything to be right, Cole. Yeah, that's right. Stop in the middle of the traffic. God damn, these traffic lights don't stay green for very long.
Where are you taking us, Henry? Great idea, Cole. Why don't you just dance in front of his windshield as well?
Shit, because I clicked the analog stick. Damn it. I was thinking I was in a different car and I was going to blow the horn. Fuck. Oh. I'm a dum-dum.
That son of a bitch was never in the Marines.
Oh,
Why'd you
not.
let him off the hook?
Because we're giving him a couple of minutes before we start tailing him. Arnett is an amateur. We need to find out who killed the girl. Can you pass this on to Bukowski? Have him check the place out and go through his records.
Sure, I'll pass it on.
Thanks. Can you also have R&I run the records on a Jimmy LeBlanc and find out who was his last arresting officer? Have them get in touch via KGPL when they have some information.
All right, Phelps, don't fuck it up this time.
He's in that car at the lights.
He was squirming like a worm in there. Don't you love it when they pull the war hero excuse? Actually, maybe you don't.
You got a pretty funny idea of what keeping a low profile means, Phelps.
I'd have expected a cad like Arnett to be a better liar.
Oh, he's going through traffic too. He also likes to hit and run.
Where are you taking us, Henry?
Can you quit driving like a jackass already?
Yeah, that's what I would say. Quit driving like a jackass. See, damn traffic lights, they don't stay green for very long.
never stepped foot in Okinawa.
Well, I think I'm gonna walk. Wow, that's a nice
Needs
chair.
money and fast. Get in there and find out what he pawned. I'll stick with him, see how he intends to spend the money. Too much slack. Gotta get closer.
Hoof it, Phelps. I'll bring the car around when I'm done here.
Shit. One disadvantage to some of these older games. You gotta like go through from the very beginning of the cutscene.
He needs money and fast. Get in there and find out what he pawned. I'll stick with him, see how he intends to spend the money.
Yeah, why can't it be the other way around?
Can't risk losing the trail.
Hoof it, Phelps. I'll bring the car around when I'm done here.
Too much slack. Gotta get closer.
Damn. This one's gonna be a little tough one, I bet. But that's fine. If I keep failing, the game will give me the option to skip it, and I'll skip it. I'll feel bad about myself because I couldn't accomplish something as simple as trailing somebody in a very old
Needs
video
money and
game.
fast.
Game that's over 10 years old.
Get in there and find out what he pawned. I'll stick with him, see how he intends to spend the money. Move in. Can't risk losing the trail.
Hoof it, Phelps. I'll bring the car around when I'm done here.
Can't see me from here. God damn it! All right. Yes, let's skip this because I don't want to. I don't like none of this sneaking around shit.
That's right, Mexico City. One-way ticket, please. Next available seat.
That would be 1 day from now. Is that okay?
It's going to have to be.
LAPD, the man who just came in here, he bought a ticket?
Yes, sir. To Mexico City, tomorrow night.
If you hear from him again, don't mention this conversation.
What have you got?
He bought a ticket from Mexico City. Tomorrow night.
That's good. But this is better.
Oh my God. It's Fabergé.
Should have seen the look on the pawnbroker's face when I told him to hand it over.
The guy who owned the joint thought it was worth at least 10 large for a cigarette case. Arnett only got 600 clams.
All right, hold on a second. I gotta use the phone. There's the icons right there. Yeah, you damn right. Yeah, get in there.
Operator, give me R&I.
Putting you through now.
Phelps, 1247.
Hut.
How could I help, Detective?
Are there any messages for me?
Yes, Detective. Detectives Bukowski and Galloway request you return to the Hollywood station. They have information in the Julia Randall case.
Any luck with the arrest record check on Jimmy LeBlanc?
Yes, Detective. Jimmy LeBlanc's last arresting officer was Patrolman Fred Wallace. He's posted the Hollywood 9th Beat Sunset Boulevard between Gordon and Wilcox.
Thank you.
All right, so we will go to the 9th beat. Move your ass over.
You're behind the wheel.
A one-way ticket to Mexico. Old Henry's looking as guilty as a dog next to a pile of dog shit.
What's his motive?
I can think of a few, but I'd put my money south of the belt. One guy plus 2 dames always equals problems.
The alkali lake is devoid of fish.
Come on, let's give him a hand. Right behind you, Wallace. Detective Phelps.
Wallace, go left. I'm going right after this little prick in the alley.
Find some cover.
No, we're gonna make quick work with this. We got things to do. We got an important case to solve.
Thanks. Outstanding warrant, armed robbery. Knocked over a drugstore back there, and it looks like he brought his whole posse with him. Bad luck for them. They're all yours now. We need some information.
Ever heard of a burglar goes by the name of Jimmy LeBlanc?
Sure. We nabbed Jimmy on a burglary beef a couple of years back. They cut through a music shop and into a jewelry store. He got 4 years. I miss his partner, though.
His partner?
Big guy. I had him cornered, and he picked up this huge display case and threw it out a plate glass window. Then he vaulted out of there like something out of Barnum and Bailey.
Got away.
I would have had him, except for LeBlanc yelling, "Run for it, Willie!"
And you think he was an acrobat of some sort?
More like a strongman, a wrestler, or a boxer, that kind of thing.
Thanks. You've been a big help.
You haven't done too badly yourself.
Well, we know who Willie is.
Can you drive to this one?
You're suggesting LeBlanc is still working with Willie?
A strong man held down Randall while someone administered the morphine. Someone with muscle opened up LeBlanc's skull. Could be.
We caught up with Mal. He's given us the dope on LeBlanc.
He worked burglaries with a big guy. Goes by the name of Willie. He might be our killer. Can you work boxing gyms, the Y, promoters, that kind of stuff?
Since when have you started giving orders, Phelps? And where's the burglary angle? There was no sign of a...
That's where our net comes in. Next stop, we speak to Lacey about a list of recent burglaries.
The guy's a bum. His office is a front, and he's behind on the rent and his phone bill.
And he's skipping town. Tomorrow.
Let's get him in and beat it out of it.
Do you want to bring in the killer, Rusty?
It could be too smart for your own good, Phelps. We've been talking about that, haven't we, Roy? Stefan?
Finbar?
Oh, I just noticed we got a new follow
Sir, I need the
from
contraband
Rare
list.
Wise
I
Cross
was stolen
08.
the last
Welcome
year.
aboard.
Hang on, I'll dig out a copy for you.
Thank you for the follow.
Here you go.
Thanks.
Is the cigarette case on there?
This.
It's here. Arnett must be out of his mind trying to move this while under a murder cloud. Julia Randall's ring. It's here. Seems Julia wasn't the first bored society girl to hide her bennies in that pillbox. Even the engagement ring was purloined. Arnett is a cad.
Next destination.
You know the way. You can drive. So you and Rusty have been having discussions. Anything you would like to tell me, partner?
Phelps, don't be so touchy. Rusty had his best ever clearance rate working with you. Even if the cases he worked on can't be discussed. We were just comparing notes. You're a Booneroo case man, Phelps. One of the best I've ever seen.
Thanks.
You gotta learn to take a compliment, Phelps.
Well, you know, I'm not so good with the compliments.
Nice house.
Too straight-laced.
LAPD, ma'am. Is Mrs. Eavestrom in?
She is. Would you follow me, sir?
Do I have to?
I am Mrs. Eavestrom. How may I help you?
We appear to have recovered some stolen goods that belong to you, ma'am.
Yes, of course. That terrible burglary. Would you like something to drink?
No, thank you, ma'am. We have some questions, if you don't mind.
Why would I mind, young man, if you are returning 43 pieces of my property?
Okay, before we get down to that, I'll have a scotch. Thanks, straight up.
Maria, can you get the detective a drink, please?
Can you describe to us what was stolen?
It would be easier to describe what wasn't stolen, Detective. A priceless tiara that has been in the family for 50 years. A Fabergé cigarette case that was worth $25,000.
Why are you lying about the value of your jewelry, Mrs. Eavestrom?
Who do you think you are? Making heinous accusations in my own home.
I'm Cole Phelps, LAPD. Yep, 10 grand.
We recovered the cigarette case from a pawnbroker. No one knows the real value of an item better than those guys.
I inflated its value for the insurance claim. There. Are you satisfied?
No, you're going to jail.
My daughter's boyfriend was quite taken with the case. I think he was even more disappointed than I was when it was stolen.
What can you tell us about the burglary?
A terrible night. At least a year ago. But let's not go into that. Let's talk about what you've recovered.
Good cop.
Were you in the house when the burglary took place?
Good heavens, no. I was at a social function held by a Dr. Harold Stoneman and his lovely wife. I returned home and all of my things were missing.
Uh-oh.
That's about it for now, Mrs. Eavestrom. The department will get in touch and let you know how you can recover your valuables.
You've only mentioned a few of the items that have been stolen, Detective. What else has been recovered?
You see, Phelps? That's why you get the drinks in early.
Hello, Mother. Hello, detectives. What is going on?
We'd like to ask exactly the same question.
You have met my daughter?
This morning at work. Oh, mother and father divorced. I took my father's name.
The detectives recovered some of the things that were stolen, darling.
Well, what did you find?
A sapphire ring on the corpse of Julia Randall.
What are you talking about?
Your engagement ring, Miss Swanson. Would you be surprised to know that it was part of the proceeds of a burglary?
That's an outrageous allegation.
Yes, it is. I suggest we go straight to Henry Arnett's place and sort this mess out.
Guess I gotta drive. Ah, yeah, bastard. I knew that shit was gonna happen.
Left turn here. It's the next right.
Ah, shit.
We're missing something here. Arnett is obviously arranging the burglaries.
Take the next right.
That's my fiance you're making scurrilous accusations about.
And Randall was obviously his partner.
But neither of them are the type to creep apartments.
You're being ridiculous. Both of you. There's a very good explanation for all of this.
Put a sock in it, sister. You're being played for a patsy and you're not even smart enough to see it. Go straight at the next intersection. It's the next right. Turn left when you can. Take the next right.
But hey, you don't have to be so uppity about it. You're practically my GPS.
Straight through the next intersection. Straight over the next intersection. Next left.
Yeah, and the reason why I got I got all cussy about fuck. Woo, God damn you, just fucking stop. Asshole. There was an achievement for not taking any damage.
It's the next right. Straight over. Stay straight on this road. Go straight over. Straight ahead.
Go left just now.
Take a left, here.
Well, it curves onto the left. There's not really
Go straight at the next intersection.
anywhere I could go.
Go straight through.
Yes. Come on, change, light, change. Oh, for God's sakes.
Go straight. Go straight at the next intersection. Go straight through. You're gonna go right up ahead. Go straight over. Keep straight. Take the next right turn.
Will do.
Stay straight on this road.
God damn you, fucking asshole.
Straight through the intersection. Take the next left.
Hey, he sounds so annoyed when I keep asking him. Ooh, that was a close one.
Go straight. Straight over.
Must have done something to the brakes because they're making a funny noise.
Go straight through. Keep going straight.
Damn, where the fuck does this dude live?
You need to take the next right. Straight over the next intersection.
Stop just ahead. Almost there now. Stop just ahead.
What do you think?
We need to get to Arnett's apartment. He's the key to all of this.
Without damaging your... Oh, hey, I got it anyway. Look at that. I guess it gave me a little bit of a handicap because that was shit I couldn't help.
Welcome, sir. I'm sorry, are you a resident?
Do I look like a resident?
LAPD detectives. We're here to speak to Henry Arnett.
Oh, Mr. Arnett? Apartment 30. You can take the lift.
Thank you.
What are we in England? You mean the elevator, or the man mover? God, that's ugly carpet.
Well, isn't this just nice and awkward?
Stop!
Don't
LAPD!
kill him, Cole. This guy's our case.
Put your hands in the air! Give it up, LAPD!
Looks like he got you good, Phelps.
Yeah, he really packs a wallop.
Well, I mean, with a
Pack it back.
2x4.
Under your own steam, miraculously. You came in through the window, said hello, and then keeled over.
How was Arnett?
He's coming around, too. He's all hopped up. Good time to get some answers.
You missing something, Henry? You told Heather you're honeymooning without her? Vacheron Constantine. That's an extremely expensive watch, Henry.
A graduation present from my parents.
What now?
Get his story. Let's see Henry talk his way out of this with Heather in the room.
We know all about the jewelry ring. You and Randall and LeBlanc and Willie doing the legwork.
I'm in the fashion business.
Gonna lie right next to that girl, right next to him.
You're lying, Henry.
How can you prove that I'm involved, detective?
Oh, please, please don't let him have anything. Please don't let him have everything.
Because you pawned a Fabergé cigarette case today for $600. A case that is on a list of stolen items.
It was Julia's idea. Get a list of society parties and find out where and when and then have the guests burgled. Julia was desperate for money. No matter how much we made, she always wanted more.
The reactions from the lady is just hilarious. He's just like,
You won't let me leave until we finish this, detective. So you'd best get on with it.
Why did Reed and LeBlanc kill Julia Randall?
I wanted to stop, to get out of that life. I was going to marry Heather if she'd have me. Julia told the others that they were out, that she was going to create a new gang.
You're lying, Arnett. I think you ordered them to kill her. It was made to look like suicide, and when the coroner saw through that, you knew it was time to run.
I told you I was involved in the burglaries. I had nothing to do with Julia's death. Why would I need to run?
Train ticket.
Have you told Miss Swanson that you're leaving for Mexico City tomorrow night? That it's a one-way ticket?
Henry? Tell me it isn't true.
I had no choice. I wanted to marry Heather. I told Julia I wanted out, and she laughed in my face. I had to pay Willie and Jimmy a fortune to do her, and now I'm completely broke.
What you are, Buster, is under arrest.
Who is Henderson, and what is his involvement?
Tell them what you know, Henry. I'll stand by you if you'll only tell the truth.
There is no Henderson.
Well,
Tell me about
Based
your
on a
first
lie
burglary,
already.
and don't lie.
I can't remember. I don't keep a list of these things.
Contraband list. Contraband list.
Your first burglary was a Dr. Harold Stoneman. You want to explain how he is involved, or shall I?
Henderson is Stoneman. He was crazy about Julia. She could get him to do whatever she wished. He threw the parties, and we arranged the burglaries. Julia never let him touch her. She just kept him hanging on the promise. Drove the good doctor almost insane.
Henry Arnett, you are under arrest for burglary and for the murder of Julia Randall.
Henderson is Stoneman, all right? I'm not the guy you want. Go talk to the good doctor.
Oh, we will, knucklehead. Meanwhile, we're fitting you for convict stripes.
In you go. With the more hardened criminals. Whoa, geez, that was a close call right there, man. He almost clipped him.
You can drive.
Man, these people of the city just drive too damn
I guess
close.
the wedding's off.
He only robbed her mother and killed her best friend. Cut the guy some slack.
So how does the doctor fit in?
That's what we're about to find out. Maybe we should ask him to give you a quick once-over. That meathead gave you one hell of a pasting.
I've had worse.
You should have seen yourself staggering back in there like a drunken sailor.
Next time you can take the runner, Roy.
I didn't box in the Marines, though, did I?
I should have never told you that.
Time for the doctor to give us something to make this all better. Hang on a moment, sister. Tell him it's Henry Arnett, and tell him it's urgent.
I can't do that.
Tell him, or I'll charge you with obstruction of justice.
Doctor, I'm afraid Mr. Arnett is here to see you, and he says it's urgent.
Send him in.
I told you never to come.
Tell us the truth, Doctor.
Got me. I wear a toupee.
Prison will be better than insanity, and I'm already half insane with grief. Do you know that I loved her? I ruined my life for her, and yet I still love her.
Will you testify in court that Arnett and Randall did these robberies?
They organized the robberies. Julie would get the names of the guests attending my wife's parties. Didn't matter how much money I showered upon her, it was never enough. She never really cared for me.
Doctor, I'm afraid you're under arrest.
Guess she's gonna have to start looking for a new job.
Oh, the practice. You'll call Dr. Gerard. No. Please don't cry. I want to see no one. Not my wife or my children, nor my friends. And I don't want a lawyer. Just lock me up and throw away the key. What have I done?
Oh!
Didn't see that coming.
Oh, there goes their case.
Operator, message for KGPL. I need an ambulance and the coroner immediately to the offices of Dr. Harold Stoneman, 1646 Ivor Street, Hollywood.
En route, Detective. You have a message. Detective Bukowski says the suspect is named Wilson Willie the Wolf Reed, former wrestler. Last known address is an apartment building at the corner of Hollywood and Vine. Detective Bukowski says to meet them there.
On our way. We have an address for the runner.
Let's try and wrap this up then. That old boy really fell for that broad.
She was incredibly beautiful.
Would you throw it all away for a woman?
Life has a way of making you pay for your pride.
You're quite the romantic,
that's some
Phelps.
foreshadowing.
Stick with the percentages. Broken hearts are for chumps.
You're talking from experience.
I certainly am. Oh, I like women as much as the next guy. As long as they're in their place and doing what they're told.
Isn't that the cop who solved the
Thank God I didn't park there.
Levity.
You drive. I need to go over the case notes.
He's around here somewhere. A big guy. Neighbors say he always wears basketball shoes and a cream jacket. And get this, the kids around here say he plays the harmonica.
Find the game well and have the commander set up a dragnet. We want the area closed off. We'll take this side of the street.
A harmonica playing wrestler. That's a weird one. Think he knits as well?
Just keep your eyes open and your mouth shut. We don't want him to bolt on us.
Wilson Reed, LAPD, give yourself up.
Of course he's going to climb on the roof. Why would he not climb on the roof? Ooh.
Hold it. He's got to be around here somewhere. No place to go unless he grew wings.
There he is. Wait, the son of a bitch.
Oh, right in the throat.
Son of a bitch really picked a spot for it up here, didn't he?
Yeah, I was shooting those
Julia
letters for a
Randall's
reason.
folks are flying in from New York tomorrow to claim the body. I saw her on the slab. So perfect. Looked like she was made of porcelain. She really made an impression on me.
Julia had that impact on a lot of men.
Christ, it's cold. You guys did good work here today. Roy, I think you should buy your brother officers a drink.
Do you now? That's very generous of you, Lieutenant.
All right, only $19 in vehicle damage and city damage of $20. Julia Randall lived fast and died young, sending 1 man to jail and 3 to the morgue. Woody woody woo. All right, I am going to take a quick little break, and like I said, we're going to go ahead and round out the Vice desk, and we're going to finish up. And then that's going to be it for the night. But yes, so we got one more case to go through, and that is it. So just stay tuned. I will be right back.
I'm making you nervous. Well, wait, how fast is that? How fast are you reading right now?
I finished the program off reading 3,950 words a minute.
Wow, that's fast.
At first, I was very hesitant with taking the reading program. I didn't want to read. I didn't like to read. As I went through the program, I learned to read more faster, more quickly, and I learned to enjoy it more. Now I can pick up a book and read it faster than I have been able to, and I never thought that I'd be able to read as fast as I am now.
When I first started out, I was below average reader. Now I'm reading about 2,000 words a minute. But better than that, I went from a C to an A in English. Not bad, huh?
Now, Chad and Josh here have just finished a little friendly competition to find out who was the fastest reader. What was your ending total?
3,840 words per minute.
Whoa, and yours?
3,600 words per minute.
Look at that. Both of them over 3,000 words a minute. I mean, that's really something.
Mike, if you'll take the program, you can read that fast, too.
Really?
Yeah, and anybody can learn the program.
Really?
Crazy.
I'll try it. And I am going to try it, too. You know, we heard a lot of numbers being thrown around. Reading speeds, 1,000 words a minute, 2,000 words a minute. To understand what all that meant, I went out and got a copy of the Guinness Book of World Records, and I looked up to see how fast the fastest reader reads in the whole world, and he reads very fast. And we were going to invite him to come on our show today, but our research staff found someone that they say reads even faster. Welcome to Amazing Discoveries, Fred Hirsch. Fred, what do you do?
I work for a Phoenix law firm.
Phoenix law firm, and you're a pretty fast reader?
I get by.
Okay. And we're going to test you on today's Amazing Discoveries, and if you beat the world's record, today on Amazing Discoveries, you will see a world's record set that we're going to submit to the Guinness Book of World Records. And to make things even more fun during this test, we've also invited someone else in the Guinness Book of World Records, John Machida. Now, John is the fastest talker in the world. Welcome to Amazing Discoveries, John.
Hi, Mike. It's really a pleasure to be here. You know, I've been looking forward to being here. Now that I'm here, I'm really happy that I'm here. I know things are going to go great, and I'm looking forward to doing this whole contest.
Okay. And to give them both something to read, we chose a book, a big book, War and Peace, almost 1,200 pages long, and we're going to have them start from book 2. Open up your books, open up, and we're going to let them read for 15 seconds, and then we're going to calculate their words per minute. You ready? On your mark, get set, go!
In October of 1805, the Russian troops occupying the towns and villages of the Austrian First Regiment escaped to Washington, Russia, and captured the fortress of Bernau, and headed to when they were visited Bernau as the chief headquarters of the Command in Chief. Put on the 11th of October 1805, one of the infantry regiments at the Jesuits Bernau had halted half a mile on the town awaiting the inspection of the Command in Chief. Despite the un-Russian characteristics of the country and the environment, the food gardens, the stone walls, the mountains, mountains, the distance of foreign peasants.
Okay, stop, time's up, that's 15 seconds. John's phenomenal. Congratulations, both of you. Okay, let's give our guys some time to tabulate it out. How fast do you think the fastest talker in the world, John Machida, was just talking?
999 words.
999 words per minute. One more guess. How about you?
I'd say about 400.
400 words per minute. Okay, up in the booth. How fast was John Machida talking?
According to our calculations in the booth, Michael, we're 500 words per minute.
500 words a minute. Okay, wait a second. Now, for the world's record, let's let them tabulate. Let's take a couple of guesses first. How fast do you think Fred Hirsch was reading?
About 798.
798 words a minute. Anyone else want to guess? You want to guess?
3,000?
3,000 words a minute. Okay, that's pretty fast. Okay, for the world's record, up in the booth, we have a CPA with a lot of adding machines up there. How fast was Fred Hirsch just reading?
Mike, according to our calculations, Fred read 18 pages at 500 words per pages. He read for 15 seconds, so we multiply that by 4 for 1 minute for an average of over 36,000 words per minute.
36,000! That's a world's record! The fastest reader read 25,000 words a minute. Congratulations, Fred Hirsch, and let's meet the fastest reader in the world. Congratulations, that's phenomenal. We just set a record right here on Amazing Discovery. Wait a second. We saw you flipping through the pages. Did you really remember what you've read? I mean, do you know what you've read?
Well, of course. Otherwise, it wouldn't make any sense.
Well, let me give you a little test here. Now, I'm not a fast reader here, so just give me a chance here. I got to think of a question. Just a second here. It's hard to talk while I'm reading. Okay, here we go. What was the name of a soldier, a Russian general that was fighting near a bridge?
Well, there wasn't a Russian. It was a German soldier, and his name was Schmidt. And he was killed at the bridge at 7 o'clock p.m.
Look absolutely right. They all look the same the last day. But fantastic. You did it. Congratulations, Fred. I mean, reading this fast, I mean, this has got to help you in your work.
Oh, sure, but the primary reason for it is all those wonderful books out there, they enrich you. They take you places. They refresh your mind. And with a good book, you're never alone.
Wow. Congratulations, the fastest reader in the world. We're going to submit Fred to the Guinness Book of World Records in England. Fantastic. John Machida, what do you think of him? All thousands of words a minute.
Well, I just want to say congratulations. I think you did a really terrific job. But, you know, I think I could have gone a lot faster. All I needed was a bigger book. I mean, the words were a little small. I needed a bigger book. I could have gone much faster than I did before.
Okay. We'll give you another chance. I think I'm finally catching on here. Now, John can only read so fast because he has to say every word. And Fred, well, he lets his mind do the work, and obviously he can read very fast. I mean, he broke the world's record.
Well, you know, that's right, Mike. But also comprehension increases when you use the program. Alphanetics can be used by anybody, Mike, a student or a teacher.
Well, let's meet an educator, J.D. Mildrew. Now, you teach college. What subjects do you teach?
Mike, I teach math and physics, the subjects that give the students the most trouble.
But how does reading help you with math and physics?
Many students come in math and physics. They're terrified by these subjects. They think it has something to do with their math aptitude. We find it has something to do with reading ability.
Really? So reading is the foundation for learning math and physics too, huh?
If students develop a strong reading ability, then we find that their math and science performance increases.
So alphanetics can help you in the field of sciences too?
That's correct, Mike.
Fantastic. Well, Tiffany, let's meet Tiffany, who is in high school, and Tiffany decided on her own to get involved with alphanetics and speed reading. Why was that?
Well, the main reason that I decided to take the reading program was because I plan on going to college. And I've talked to some of my friends that are in college, and they say that college is a lot of fun, but there's a lot of thick books that you have to read.
Yes, there are.
So I decided
Hey, welcome back. Ready to get on to the next and last case at the Vice Desk? Let us do it. Oh, flashback.
The whole company is gone, Hank. The major is dead. We're being overrun. We have to get off of this hill.
That's one of our 50 cows still firing, Cole. The 22nd are still fighting.
Well.
It's over, Cole. Looks like you're one of the lucky ones. Goodbye.
Goodbye to your friend Hank, Jack.
He was your friend too, Cole. Is this how you're going to leave him? Are you wounded?
Not a scratch, Kelso.
Well, get up and get out of that fucking hole! Find a stretcher while you're at it so we can get him out of here.
Who's the senior officer here?
I guess that's you, Cole.
You were up here all night?
Yes, sir.
And your command?
Gone, sir.
Sorry to hear that, son. God damn it, we have beaten these bastards back. It's the beginning of the end, and it was one here. You're a goddamn hero, son. What's your name?
Lieutenant Phelps, sir.
I'm recommending you for the Silver Star and promoting you to first lieutenant.
Wow, he just lucked into that. It's manifest destiny to eat a succulent Chinese meal.
Earl Phelps, a shooting at the 111 Club, 6232 Hollywood Boulevard.
Sounds like a homicide beef.
2 of the dead guys caught in the crossfire were carrying Army surplus morphine. Get over there before homicide tramples all over the place.
We already cleared that up.
Judge in Pasadena took the big sleep yesterday. He had a personal stash of 20 cigarettes. Appears we didn't get all of it.
Let me guess. You're lost in my eyes.
I mean, I don't know who would have said that in here. I mean...
God damn it. Just can't seem to put this morphine to sleep. A dead judge. It's not good.
Everyone has their vices. Even you, Phelps.
I got this gadget whiz guy putting recording devices into place for me.
Did your parents
All right.
You're behind the wheel.
Every damn time.
Parker and Green are going toe-to-toe for the top job. There's a change in the wind.
About time.
This wind will be like a tornado, Phelps. Parker's got a puritanical streak. You never know we'll get swept up in a thing like that.
Foreshadowing.
Homicide guys are already inside.
Bukowski.
Phelps, back again. We're here about the morphine. Over by the bandstand. You can see what's left of the owner, Eddie McGoldrick, 26, former Marine.
I know Eddie McGoldrick. He was a non-com in my old unit.
I'm sorry to hear that, Cole. Waitress said he recently came into some money and bought the club.
Who are the other Vics?
2 musicians, Biddleston and Bowe. And get this, they used to be in a 4-piece, but the trombone player and the drummer OD'd.
Don't tell me. Lamont and Tyree? We've met the rest of the band.
Now they're a no-piece.
Do you mind if we take a look around?
Be my guest. You might want a word with the hostess, too. I'll keep her company until you're ready.
Bad luck, Eddie. Okinawa couldn't kill you, but knowing the wrong people in this city... They didn't even try to crack the safe. Must have pumped a dozen rounds into him. Certainly sends a message.
That's A.
When you're ready to have a civil conversation, we can try again.
Oh, wow. Oh, a second. I'm getting text messages right now. All right, so that I'm probably going to get a couple more.
Well maintained, custom case. Someone cared for this instrument.
You catch all the good ones, Phelps.
What's that click? Neat trick. The case must have cost more than the trumpet. We should follow up on the musician angle. He kept his stash close at hand.
Another day, another dollar.
Do we have a new source, or is this coming from what's left in circulation? Dozen packs to a carton, 100 cartons or more. Looks like a couple of months' supply.
A couple of months? Like more, that'd be like more than a year's supply.
Brand new. Never fired. Haven't been degreased yet. We could check on the serial numbers.
Is this guy hunting for bear? Look at these things.
They're BARs. You get the odd guy who sneaks one of them home from the war. How did he get 3 of them? Army surplus morphine, Army surplus weapons, Army surplus valors. Sound familiar?
We should get back to the station and check the details of what exactly was lifted from that ship.
Ma'am, I'm Detective Phelps, Administrative Vice Squad.
Welcome to the 111 Club, Detective. Feels like I've had half the LAPD in here today already.
Any idea who did the shooting?
No idea. It was my day
shipped
off.
you right off.
If I had been here, honey, I'd be full of holes just like the others.
You want to level with me, miss, before we start taking an interest in you.
This place has been on the slide for years. Eddie turns up, buys the club, then we start getting visits from tough guys. Next thing you know, we
Tough
have the St.
guys,
Valentine's
eh?
Day massacre. Are you getting the picture?
Tell us about Eddie.
Eddie didn't know a thing about running a nightclub. He came into some money and waltzed in and bought the place. The previous owner thought all his Christmases had come at once.
I believe it.
Where do you think he got the money?
My guess was that he was selling the sort of quality product that you don't need to advertise.
Thank you for your help, ma'am.
Eddie was in over his head, but he was a decent boss.
Alrighty. Okay, so what's next? The blue room. Well, let's go over there. You got everything all wrapped up over here.
Can you drive to this one?
Uh-oh. That place they like to go to.
Take a break, boys.
We would like them to stay, Miss Lickman. We're making inquiries into the recent deaths of 4 musicians.
Since when have the police cared about dead black men?
Good point. We don't. What we care about is 2 tons of Army surplus morphine showing up on the street. If you care about
King
working
says you
in this
back
town,
on
you
Broadway,
better give me
D.
something on Biddleston and Bow, or their knucklehead buddies Tyree and Lamont.
And this is your idea
I
of
don't
making
know.
inquiries, Untersturmfuhrer?
I've told you 1,000 times about speaking that German gibberish at me, Elsa.
Roy, how about you get a drink while I see to this?
I oughta. If it wasn't for my love of the
Will you
booze.
sit down?
Why antagonize him, Elsa? You know what he's capable of.
Ask your questions, head officer. We have work to do.
King says, you're streaming again. I thought you were done for the day. No, I never stopped. I never stopped, King. I just took a break here for a second. As I said, I'm going to finish up the vice cases, and then I'm going to call it.
People are dying of overdoses. If you know anything about it, you need to tell me.
I can't
I could probably get 2 more streams out of this game.
A lot of cats are into the thing. There's nothing special about your boys.
You can do this the easy way with me, or I can call my partner back over. I can assure you he's a lot less sensitive.
You think your threats frighten me?
Black man don't supply nothing. You think there's a black man in this town holding on to 2 tons of morphine? He'd be dead in a minute. White man supplies, black man buys.
Okay.
My partner mentioned a couple of names. You recognize them?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
I don't believe you.
The only way you're going to get rid of me is to give me an answer.
I knew Cornell. We worked together a few years ago. He loved the music, but the music didn't love him.
What does that mean?
It means that he just wasn't that good. He was a sad, lonely cat.
Boys, take 5 minutes, please. I need to have a private word with the officer. Why do you ask people to risk talking about a subject that could have them jailed?
Drugs are against the law, Elsa.
And you're so full of courage, you have never felt ashamed.
This is getting us nowhere.
Do you think you'll win your war against narcotics?
It's not my war. It's against the law. My job is to prosecute the laws of this city.
Do you think you can stop people from needing drugs, Detective?
I'm asking the questions here.
Then why do you come to me with your stupid questions? You know who controls the drugs in this city.
It's not enough to just survive, Elsa. You have to try and make the world a better place.
Brave words, and very noble. But words are just words, Cole Phelps.
She's right. We need to pay a visit to the mixer.
Cohen? Do you know where to find him?
This time of day? You'll find him holding court at the Macambo.
He can wait. There's something I need to be sure of. Give me till tomorrow morning.
Don't do anything I wouldn't do, partner.
Doing a little tailing here. Drive like maniacs. What do you do with green cars? Shit.
Move in. Can't risk losing the trail.
I know where this is going to go. I know where this is going to go. Yeah. See, scandal already. Scandal. King says, weird, the stream ended earlier. Did it now? Of course, I did not get any notification. Stream was done. Let me check over here.
LAPD.
Probably.
Looking for Mayor Cohen. I believe he has lunch here.
There's not going to be any trouble, is there?
Which table?
Probably because it
If you'll
says
follow
it's
me.
on. Oh yeah. So the stream ended and it came back. So it got split.
Sirs.
Over on the
Mr.
kick
Cohen's
side. I
table
mean,
is this
on the
way.
kick and on the Twitch side, that is. Is that King? King over and kick the only tail you ever get. Come on now, brother. Wow, that is weird that it split it up.
Wake up, Cole.
Don't tell me to wake up. I'm actually doing something right now. So there must have been an interruption in the stream somewhere. 2 hours. Huh. Yeah, I had no notification that it was on that, but I don't have the stream. King says Twitch, it keeps acting up at the moment. Pop this over here so I can keep an eye on things.
Hey, Cole. Let's get moving.
Oh, get moving. Give me a second. King says Twitch is acting at the moment. Keeps asking me to refresh. Yeah, I mean it's everything's fine on my end, but it did say things were unstable, so.
My father says I'll never.
LAPD. We have some questions
Hi,
regarding.
Mickey. How's it hanging?
Fine. Just fine, Roy. I see you brought Eager Beaver along. Hope he's not going to put the shakes on me again.
Cole Phelps. Mickey Cohen.
Good afternoon.
He has manners. Aren't you a little green for this kid?
Meet Johnny Stompanato, Cole. He has the biggest schlong in Hollywood and the smallest gun. Or maybe that's the other way around. I can never quite remember.
You're a funny guy, Roy. Haven't I always said what a
Oh,
funny
cool.
guy Roy is? And how much fun it would be to get together with him.
Nice to get that achievement.
Poor Johnny. He's the dark, sensitive type. He's a serviceman too, Cole. Johnny was at Okinawa.
You were in the crotch?
6th Marines.
The
Lieutenant
crotch.
who won the Silver Star up on Sugarloaf. I've heard of you.
Something like that.
All right, have we finished flirting? You got something to discuss, Roy? Or are you going to stand around beating the meat while my lunch gets cold?
Ah.
We have some questions.
Do I need my lawyer?
Beating the meat.
Your brother-in-law, Lenny Finkelstein, was selling stolen morphine. He had 1/3 of the shipment.
Old news, kid. I don't know anything about what Lenny was up to.
So I'm supposed to believe that you don't know what happened to the rest of the shipment?
Lenny, God rest his soul, was a moron. He was family, though, and I haven't made a beef about that, so count yourself lucky, kid. The H is a filthy habit, and I don't condone it. The simple solution would be to have all the dope fiends put down.
So you don't know where he got the morphine?
Kid, ask a question you might get an answer to.
A waitress
We
will be
believe
with
there's
you
a
in
link
minute, sir.
between a group of Marines and the morphine stolen from the SS Coolidge. One of those Marines was shot to death in a club last night.
I wouldn't know anything about that.
Yeah, you look shifty as hell.
So you haven't heard
Terrible
anything about
poker
what
face.
happened at the 111 Club?
What can I say, kid? I'm shocked that in the land of opportunity, Uncle Sam's finest feel the need to resort to crime. It's a dangerous business. I can attest to that. I'd recommend they get out of the life. Quickly.
A few Negroes saying goodbye on
Hey!
the sidewalk will never make the papers, Mickey. But we had a judge in Pasadena say adios the other day. Prominent white people popping their clogs makes everyone nervous.
You know dope has never been my thing, Roy. It's always been for schmendricks like Jack D. and Jimmy Utley. But I'll ask around and I'll get back to you. Hey, you boys want some lunch? How about a drink?
We'll take a rain check on that. Come on, Cole, we're leaving.
We have to cut that dope. It looks bad with people dying.
We have to get the rest of it. There's no way of watering down the stuff in those little packages. We have to put the squeeze on those guys and get the rest of it.
They don't seem the type to frighten that easy.
We'll see.
What's going on?
That fucking rat Stoker has gone public about Brenda.
Who is Brenda?
Brenda is LA's most famous madam.
Everyone knows it?
Of course everyone knows. Brenda pays her way.
Are we cops or a collection agency?
Whores have been around since the Bible. Our job is to keep it off the street so Joe Citizen and his wife can stroll around unmolested.
Then we should change the law.
Are you out of your mind? Every politician in America is against prostitution, except when they're using them.
So where does Stoker come in?
He objects to the LAPD and the administration taking its cut.
Is everyone in on this?
Yeah, and that's the problem. From a little acorn does a large tree grow. He could bring the whole thing crashing down on us.
Aren't you supposed to be working
Sir, do you know which robbery detectives are working the Army surplus theft from the Coolidge?
Caldwell and McManus? I saw Caldwell in the squad room not long ago if you want to speak to him.
Thank you, sir. We'll do that.
This way.
I say we bust in there and find the goddamn evidence.
Well, talking to that bulletin board's not going to do it.
Harry, you got a minute?
Sure, Cole, anytime.
You've been working the docks robbery on the SS Coolidge?
Yeah, that's right.
So how do you see it?
Inside job. Either the guys working the wharves or some of the guys on the ship.
What else was taken apart from the morphine?
Case of BARs, case of Thompsons, crate of Valor smokes.
Homicide just recovered 3 BARs and a mountain of cigarettes at a shooting at the 111 Club.
No kidding. I better get over there.
Do you have a copy of the manifest?
Yeah. Here it is.
So, how do we connect the docks robbery to the mess at the 111 Club?
$500,000 cigarettes loose on the streets of LA. This is the crate we recovered. Enough to arm 3 companies. Here's our backroom arsenal from the 111 Club. Some of these guys are from my old unit. They must have finally shipped home. Kelso, Sheldon. McGoldrick.
McGoldrick was on the boat?
Sure, we checked him out.
McGoldrick bought the 111 Club, Harry. His brains are all over the bar.
Looks like whoever stole the dope is getting muscled.
By whom?
Dragner or Cohen. They control the hop.
Detectives, KGPL's going crazy. Shots fired at 1384 North Bronson. Some guy with an automatic spraying a Hollywood bus. They want every car. Go!
I say we bust.
We're not doing a good job of rushing.
You're behind the wheel.
Fine, where are we headed?
All units, officers need help at 1384 North Bronson. 1384 North Bronson, shots fired. Any units to handle identified. Code 3.
Let's see. King says, and I'm watching it on the PC for Twitch. King says, "Run, Officer Nash." Yeah, not a good job of running. Phelps says, "A terrible running." Well, get.
Find a way up there to stop that.
Well, I should have just went ahead and got up there.
Can't make this stop. Rides are on the way. Cease and desist.
Move, I gotcha.
Climb, climb, climb.
LAPD, drop the gun now.
Yeah, King. I took a bit of a tumble there.
Phone number and restaurant table.
Yeah. Back down.
It's one of the BARs. I know that guy. Felix Alvaro.
He's one of the guys from the ship?
His name was on the manifest.
Looks like McGoldrick wasn't the only one to get a message.
Hey, Alvaro.
Hey, Lieutenant.
He's just a plain detective now, Chico.
Who's the jughead?
This is my partner, Roy Earl. We just want to find out what happened.
What happened is that someone took a shot at my bus. And then cops turned up and start treating me like I'm some sort of Pachuco punk. My people have been in California for over 300 years.
Very fucking admirable, Felix.
You hear anything about the big heist on the Coolidge?
Yeah, I heard about it.
So what happened?
Not much. The cops came and interviewed me and all the other guys on the ship.
I was down at the 111 Club this morning, waiting for the medical examiner to scrape Eddie McGoldrick's brains off the bar. You want to tell me anything about that?
I heard that Eddie came into some money. Too bad he didn't keep a low profile. It's a tough break to get through Okinawa and then have to buy it back home.
Yeah, sure
Who's
thing.
shooting at you, Felix?
How the fuck do I know?
I don't believe you.
The dead guy on the roof works for Mickey Cohen. Why would Cohen want you dead?
Man, I don't know anything about Mickey Cohen or any of those gangsters.
I think his pocketbook will tell you.
Your name was in the sniper's notebook. Level with me, Felix.
Cohen thinks because we were on the boat, we have the morphine. Courtney's meeting those guys to sort it out.
Courtney Sheldon?
Yeah. You remember Sheldon, don't you, Cole?
We'll be in touch, Felix.
You heard that Jack is in L.A.?
I saw his name on the manifest.
He's been here a couple of months. Sure glad to see you got over your wound, Lieutenant. I mean, Detective.
Pretty cool customer.
He's been under fire before.
You buying his story?
Not for a minute.
Time to make a phone call because the icon tells me to. Again. King says he loves playing with dead bodies.
Cole Phelps,
yeah.
badge 1247.
Cole has a he has a knack, and that's his favorite thing to do is examine.
I need an
the
address
dead
on a
bodies.
Jack
They're easier to
Kelso.
get information out of.
Jack Kelso, apartment 4, 1408 North El Centro Avenue, Hollywood.
Thanks, ma'am.
Kelso's apartment. New prank.
You drive.
Cole. What's
I need to
wrong
go over
with
the
a
case
good
notes.
old-fashioned black and white?
There's somebody in
How
here
well
that has
did
to
you
go
know
to the
the owner?
hospital.
Goldrick?
What are you doing,
Well enough.
Cole?
He was in my unit.
That's some cruel irony. You survive the war, then get blown to pieces back home.
It happens more than you'd think. Young guys trying to adjust to normal life, getting mixed up in the wrong crowds.
The kid had just bought a nightclub. I'd say he got mixed up in the right crowds.
Until someone filled him full of holes.
You don't come into that kind of money that quickly without pissing a few people off.
Go have to chase Kelso.
Hello, Jack. This is Detective Roy Earl.
Hello, Cole.
We would like a word.
Would you like to come inside?
Actually, we'd prefer if you'd come downtown with us. Do you mind?
Do I have any choice?
No. You don't.
Are you going to tell me what this is all about?
It would be better for all of us if we discussed it at the station.
Bad move, Cole.
How have you been, Jack?
Cut the crap. You pick me up in front of my apartment like a common criminal and then expect small talk? Fuck you.
Buddies.
Do you know that there's a gang war going on in LA trying to recover that stolen morphine?
That has nothing to do with me.
I'm sure it would be gripping to hear more of your life story, boys, but the truth is, I don't give a fuck. You were on the boat, Kelso. What happened?
Do you really think a bunch of Marines could muscle in on the dope rackets in this town? Between the Vice Squad and the mob, I hear it's pretty sewn up.
You better watch your mouth.
Did you know that Eddie McGoldrick recently came into money and bought a nightclub?
No, I didn't know that.
Then you didn't know that some mobsters blew his brains out last night?
No, I didn't.
You heard that a crate of BARs went missing?
No, I didn't.
He's just like straight to the point. Good.
I saw Felix Alvaro today.
Good. How was he?
A little pale. One of Mickey Cohen's goons had emptied about 60 BAR rounds into the bus he was driving. A public bus, in the middle of Hollywood. Are you going to tell me what's going on? Or do more innocent people have to die?
Yeah, and what's in it for you, Cole? Newspapers? More glory? Another promotion? Another medal at the expense of men who fought for their country? Count me out.
What do you know about the Army surplus robbery from the Coolidge, Jack?
What I know is that on 3 separate occasions, you would have been dead if it weren't for me. I don't know anything about the robbery.
People are dying because morphine intended to help servicemen is being used on the street. Now we have guys from our old unit being killed by mobsters. We can put 2 and 2 together, Jack.
Gratitude isn't a concept that has much effect on you, is it, Cole?
Answer the question, Jack. Let's get this over with.
I was interviewed when the robbery took place. I don't have anything further to add.
Jack, we just want information.
Bullshit, Cole. Did you seriously believe that dragging me down here would get me to give up my own guys? You call yourself a Marine? Trying to make a name for yourself with this shitheel? Look at this chump with his $200 suit and $2,000 car.
We pulled up in the ambulance,
Tough
sir.
guy act is really impressive. I like you, Jack. I'd like to make you for this. I really would. I'm going to be working on it and keeping an eye on you. You can go now.
Well, how the fuck am I supposed to get home?
Robert Steiner, 6780 West Sunset Boulevard. The victim is a Chris Majowski.
Another name from the manifest? How many more friends of yours are gonna get plugged today?
Talk about tension. That was like being trapped in an elevator with a married couple who can't decide whether they love each other or hate each other.
We go back a long way.
You went too easy on him. Next time, you leave it to me. I know how to handle that smug son of a bitch.
You don't. Jack will never give up his own men.
Ding, 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 ding.
They just walked up and shot the man. Two of them officers, they went that way.
You mean getting into the car?
Jack was a company sergeant. He would never get involved in something like this.
We brace him and drag him downtown.
Won't work. He's a tough customer.
I like the small talk during a car chase.
I can't hit a target that isn't there, Phelps. Hit him, Cole. Spit him out. I can't take the shot from here, Cole. Hit it. Clear this asshole off the road.
Ah, shit. I hit that hot dog thing just for effect. Oh, we're gonna get you. Oh, damn. Pedestrian down.
Guys aren't gonna go quiet. Open fire!
Reinforcements are on the way. Cease and desist.
I got one in the arm and I got the other one. And I thought he went down, but he got back up.
An LAPD file. We have a traitor in our midst. All of the names on the list have a hit team assigned to them. Cohen is meeting with Sheldon tonight.
We need to get to those guys fast, otherwise there'll be no case.
Oh, well, we need to take a break.
We have to look at damage limitation. We can't allow that strumpet Brent Allen to bring down the whole administration.
We've got to put a lid on the press. Can't someone talk to Harry over at the Times?
It's too late. The Times would look ridiculous if we dropped the story now.
Who is this Stoker?
Stoker's a lily-white. Nothing that will fix this in the short term.
My law and order credentials are disappearing as we speak. Can we get Brendan to leave town?
Yes, we can, but she won't go quietly. Brenda has extensive records.
Can she at least lay low?
That's already been taken care of.
No.
District Attorney.
Who is this guy? And what does he want, Horrell?
Name's Roy Earl, detective, administrative vice.
Aren't you one of the clowns that got us into this mess?
Oh, I think that the orders regarding Brenda come down, not up, Mayor. I have a human interest story. It involves a certain LAPD cop, a hero from the war, who has let his beautiful wife and kids down, who has betrayed America for a German junkie whore, who has abandoned his pledge to the LAPD, and his commitment to the public we all served.
No.
Could be all over the papers by tomorrow, and you would be off the hook.
So what do you want in return, Roy? Fingering a fellow officer.
Hey, that's a little much. He says hot dog stand cart. Yeah, you always got to smash one of those in a car chase. No, god damn it! I hit the fucking A button again. Shit. Well, I guess we're gonna watch this again. Another 5 minutes. Another 5 minutes wasted.
We have to look at damage limitation.
What? Skip ahead if
We
you're
can't
watching on
allow that
YouTube.
strumpet Brenda Allen to bring down the whole administration.
We've got to put a lid on the press. Can't someone talk to Harry over at the Times?
It's too late. The Times would look ridiculous if we dropped the story now.
Who is this Stoker?
Stoker's a lily-white. Nothing that will fix this in the short term.
My law and order credentials are disappearing as we speak.
Can we get Brenda to leave town?
Yes, we can, but she won't go quietly. Brenda has extensive records.
Can she at least lay low?
That's already been taken care of.
Mayor?
Again, dun dun dun.
Attorney?
Who is this guy? And what does he want, Horrell?
Name's Roy Earl, detective, administrative vice.
Aren't you one of the clowns that got us into this mess?
Oh, I think that the orders regarding Brenda come down, not up, Mayor. I have a human interest story. It involves a certain LAPD cop, a hero from the war, who has let his beautiful wife and kids down, who has betrayed America for a German junkie whore, who has abandoned his pledge to the LAPD, and his commitment to the public we all served. Could be all over the papers by tomorrow, and you would be off the hook.
So what do you want in return, Roy? Fingering a fellow officer.
All right, hit B this time, moron. Just in case I missed something, but I'm not hearing any music. Chinese theater.
You can drive. They're taking out all the guys from the ship.
Why? How does that get them the dope?
They obviously don't know who has the morphine. They're waiting for someone to crack.
That dude just standing there smoking a cigarette. Oh, they nearly missed me.
Get in close and steer him off the tar.
They're gonna get away. They're getting away. They got away. They're getting away. They got away. Fuck. Hit them again. Man, everybody's holding a cigarette in their hand. Well, them's the 40s. Oh, nobody, no NPC standing there this time.
Get in close and steer him off the tar. It's no good. We need to get closer. Hit him. Clear this asshole off the road. Step on it, huh? Just get me a little closer. Hit him, Cole. Spin him out. I can't hit a target that isn't there, Phelps. LAPD, put your hands in the air. You're covered, Phelps.
Damn. Damn, Roy, lost your hat, huh? Go to the post office.
You drive. I need to go over the case notes.
He says they rigged the NPC to not know how to drive. Well, I mean, they get to a point, and then they hit that part in the map, and they know that's where they got to slow down so you can catch up.
Stay in cover!
One in the back. That's all it takes.
Tell Courtney
bad luck. It was worth a try. God. Polar Bear Ice Company. You really did it. Wonder whether it was worth it.
Most people never get the chance to be rich. Wouldn't you risk it?
All right, I just want to make sure he didn't wake up.
Looks like Sheldon is bringing his own fire team with him. Majewski, Beckett, Goldrick, Driscoll, these are good guys. Why did they get wrapped up in this thing?
Not everyone has your unwavering restraint in the face of temptation, Cole.
Let's hit up the meeting place. Definitely been a exciting, action-packed case.
You know the way. You can drive.
The Americans. This isn't looking good. I feel like the fat kid at the back of a race.
You sure it's Cohen making the hits?
All fingers point his way. Your buddies are in way over their heads. Being a Marine doesn't mean shit out here.
Apparently so.
All right, let's kill these rat bastards.
On the roof, Cole, now!
Got him.
And it's the electric.
Keep moving, I'll cover you. Clear me some space here.
Find some cover.
They're making a run for it after them.
Stay in cover.
All right, let me heal up here.
Get in cover.
Yeah, right in the jaw.
I'm gonna put out an APB on every one of the sons of bitches on that.
KGPL to Car 11K. Car 11 King, come in.
Car 11 King.
11K, go to Hollywood Station. Hey, Courtney Sheldon is at Hollywood Station requesting an interview with Detective Cole Phelps.
Well, I'll be damned.
That's not correct protocol, 11K. I'll take that as a roger.
Car 11 King en route.
Can you drive to this one?
Sure thing. This will be the last one that we'll drive together in. Why not?
Roy, in my office, if you please.
I'm working a major case. I'm not close, Cap. It's gonna have to wait.
Let Phelps do the interrogation.
But, Cap.
No buts. This is more important.
You're in interview too, Phelps.
Sheldon, is this your attorney?
No, detective. This is Dr. Harlan Fontaine. He came down here to help me out.
How do you do, sir?
You stole the morphine from the Coolidge.
You can't prove that.
Let's see if I can try. And what is your relationship to Sheldon, sir?
Tutor, mentor. Mr. Sheldon is a medical student of mine. He has a very bright future.
Oh, that's nice to know. Too bad all of your war buddies won't get to see your graduation. I would have asked Beckett or Majewski or Driscoll about their involvement, but that's difficult, considering they're all dead. That leaves you, Sheldon.
You can't blame their deaths on me, Phelps.
They're just like lips were moving really weird. I don't
Lying,
accuse you.
Courtney. The other guys aren't smart enough to attempt something like this. You either give it up, or I go after Jack for it.
And how do you prove that, Cole?
Nope.
We know about your showdown with Cohen. We found notes on your guys.
Cohen is hitting our old dude. He believes we have the morphine. I told him that we don't have it. And that's the truth. Isn't it, Doc?
I believe Mr. Sheldon. I think he's telling the truth, Detective.
It's not up to you to determine.
You were on the
who's
ship,
telling
Sheldon.
the truth.
Yes, that's correct.
So you had opportunity.
But it doesn't mean that I was involved.
So you don't mind that the mob executed McGoldrick, Driscoll, and Beckett to get to you?
I don't know why you're trying to pin this on me. Where's your proof?
Let's see. Oh, Courtney, it was bad luck. It was worth a try. Beckett's confession.
Beckett had a message for you before he died. Bad luck. It was worth a try.
I feel bad about Beckett, Phelps. He was a hard charger. Those guys deserve more.
I
don't blame them for taking their shot.
Have you finished, Detective?
I'm just getting started. You have an answer for everything, Courtney. Let's hope Jack does, because now I'm going after him. Is there anyone you're not prepared to sacrifice?
Jack is not in this. He's a good guy.
You or Jack, Courtney. I don't care who goes to jail. I just want the morphine off the street.
What are you offering, Cole?
Don't be ridiculous, son. This man is gambling.
What's your offer?
Doctor, good to see you.
I'm conducting an investigation.
Upstairs in my office, now.
This man is about to confess.
As of now, you're suspended from duty, pending a fitness review.
What are you talking about?
You heard the man, Phelps. Upstairs and face the music like the hero you wear.
Uh-oh. Wonk, wonk.
You certainly had us fooled, Detective. Phelps, you're one of my favorite sons. You've broken this old man's heart.
Sir, what is going on?
You're suspended, Phelps. Hand over your badge and gun.
Don't keep him waiting.
What is going on here?
Your wife's attorney has pictures of you and the German. Compromising pictures.
She's pressing charges. You'll be formally charged with adultery. A criminal cannot serve as an LAPD officer, as I'm sure you're aware.
I don't understand.
How could you do it, lad? Your wife, your children, consorting with the enemy and a dope fiend at that. You're lucky the war is over. You'd be taken out and shot.
The department doesn't need this kind of publicity, Phelps. Hand over the gun, keep your head down until your board hearing. I forbid you to make any comments to the press.
What the hell were you thinking?
It was a setup. The whole time it was a setup. He fell for it because he's a schmuck.
Marie, listen, Marie, I need to explain.
Please leave. You're upsetting the girls.
Let me see them, Marie. They're my daughters.
Go to her, Cole. You have done enough damage here. Do you want me to call the police?
For God's sake, Marie, can't we at least talk?
What is there to talk about? Do you love her? Do you? What were you thinking? What about our children? Can you imagine what this has been like for them? Go away, Cole. My father has hired an attorney and you will be hearing from him.
I'd like to explain, Marie. I'd like to tell you what I've been going through.
What you've been going through. I have had reporters camped out on the front lawn all morning. I can't stand it, Cole.
Really weird. The charge is like you being charged with adultery. Oh yeah, yep. My ribs are still there. Oh, is he gonna just leave his suitcase? Oh, he got nowhere to go. No rest for the wicked. Yep, there we go. Everything's done on the vice desk. Demoted to arson desk. Yep. We went up and then we went back down. Case notes. Despite mob wars and an unsolved robbery, one story will dominate the newsprint. Poor old Cole. Poor old Cole. Well, that's where we'll go ahead and end it there. Let's see how many cases we got. Let's see. And then arson. All right, yeah, we could easily split that into because there's 6 cases on the arson side, so we can easily split that up into two more streams for sure. So yeah, so that will be it. And yes, as you've known, and I was explaining it for anybody, I am using a guide to help me out. I'm trying to get through this. This game could be a lot longer if I went and did all that extra stuff on the side, you know, drive around and like stop the little petty crimes, but ain't nobody got time for that. I ain't got time for that. You don't have time for that because we've got other things that we have to do. We just want to breeze through this stuff as fast as possible. Remember, I said earlier at the beginning of the year, this is the year of the backlog. Got all that backlog back there. There's not a damn thing that's coming out that I got any interest in. So we got a lot of backlog to go through. And we're going to do that. And we're going to absolutely make time for it.
I got all day to jack around. I mean, I do that. I make time for it. But I got schedules.
Exactly. Because we got schedules. Absolutely got schedules. All right. So that's going to be it for this tonight. Next time I will be on. So it'll be tomorrow. So that will be January 14th. And back to Black Myth Wukong. Make some progress against them bosses. If you watched it last time, it was at big fat hair, that big fat windy guy that looks like a thumb. So we got to deal with him when we jump back into that. More fun, as always. Our Liza P for the year. And then we'll continue on with some more LA Noire. God, my brain stopped working there. Jeez. Got to get those words out. I told somebody today that I asked somebody a question today about something, and I said, so, about this Christmas gift, or this gift they gave, they were giving their family, and she said, you asked me about that a couple of weeks ago. I said, I did. I said, I don't know why. I just for some reason it just popped in my head, and I felt I needed to ask again. Then I looked at my other coworker, and I said, I think you need to take me out in the back and take care of me old Yeller style. But she did reassure me that her memory is going bad too, so she said that would be a waste, and she goes, I'm not even going to do that. Hey, if it gets to a point to where I just forget everything and I have to go, I can at least take the solace that the day that I absolutely forget everything and then I just slip into the night, probably won't be a problem. All right. That was a little depressing, wasn't it? All right. Let's go and get these plugs out of the way. Hey, don't forget to follow me on Kick. Subscribe to me on Twitch. Subscribe to me on youtube.com/@NashThunderclap. I'm on all the socials. Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, also known as X. It's where you get all my updates. Everything is Nash Thunderclap. YouTube, don't forget, give it a thumbs up and a like. Comment, subscribe, all that mess. Apparently it helps in this algorithm, or so I've been told. I'd like to go ahead and thank King and Stalking for jumping in the chat. I also like to thank the spammers on Kick. It's always nice to get a follow from you guys, even though you're just trying to get me to do something on Discord, which I don't do Discord anymore because it's evil, very evil. Which I think in my my thing, if I can point up, yeah, the thing up there in the corner, I think it still has Discord listed, but yeah, I need to drop that. Yeah, there it is, Discord. I need to get rid of that, but damn, setting that shit up is just a pain in the ass, but we has to do it. All right, so yes, King, you have a good night too, brother. I appreciate it yourself. I appreciate you sticking it out with me. All right, so until next time, have a good night, everybody. Take it easy, and fuck off.
And now, folks, it's time to say goodnight. We sincerely appreciate your patronage and hope we've succeeded in bringing you an enjoyable evening of entertainment. Please drive home carefully and come back again soon. Good night.